All right, we are back for episode 4 on my 1972 Ford Bronco. It is a balmy 25 degrees here in the barn. It's okay, we got a little barn fire going. So in the previous video, I think we were still cleaning up a lot of the wiring. And one thing that I said I wanted to do was get the engine unfroze. So I actually stuck a wrench on it and it wasn't froze. I guess it's just a little more tension on the engine, but it does spin over, so it's a little tight, but that's fine. So we are going to try and get this thing to turn over today. I think I've got a battery charger on it, but I wanted to kind of show you here what I would call the temporary finalization of the wiring. I've got it all figured out the way I want it, and it's tucked up underneath the dash. So there's still a little bit, those 3 wires there that go into the engine compartment. I want to get them back in the plastic loom, and I got that big collection of wires along with the little fuse box there just kind of tied up for now. It's not the greatest setup, but I think that's what we're just going to have to work with for now. Until I can get something better figured out. Again, I mentioned already the primary goal here is to get this thing to where it will start and run, and I don't know, maybe do a little drive around here. It needs brakes. We need to get a mechanical fuel pump, get rid of that electronic fuel pump that doesn't work anymore. Got a bunch of stuff left to do, small things, but we'll keep at it. So since we are waiting for that battery to charge, something I can do in the meantime is I want to grind some of these old welds off of the grill and maybe off of the little frame boxes there. I want to try and get the front bumper on too. Since I have one now, I'd like to get it on. So we'll see what we can get done here. I don't know, this grinding wheel is kind of old. We'll see what we can get done. Okay, we got a lot of it ground off. I think most of it will be fine. The next problem I have now is the frame. This thing was definitely in an accident at some point. So the bottom part of the frame here, you can see it's kind of dipped down a little bit on the bottom there. So it won't fit on that side. And then over here, you can see it's actually kind of like broken and pushed down. So I don't really have a good way to fix that other than try and beat on it with a big hammer. Probably won't work on that side. Might work on that side. We'll see. No, I don't have a torch. That's the problem. If I had a torch, I could just heat it up and beat it. Try brute strength. Looks like it's working on this side. Broke the weld over there. was I saying about cringy videos? My old videos were cringy. I think the new ones are too. Okay. Yep. We're good on the passenger side now, but driver's side still up. We do have a little tweak in the bumper there, so we'll try and fix that. Man, I just hate this battery charger. Pile of junk. Hate it. Anyway, we got the bumper to where it will fit on. Next problem that I've got is the grill is kind of pushed out a little bit. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to try and carefully push it back into shape, or at least get it pushed back enough to where I can get some bolts in to get the bumper on. I really don't want to mess the grill up. I wasn't too worried about breaking off that lens cover because it was already broken, but I'd like to try and not mess up the grill if I can get away with it. All right, slight update. I did get the grill pushed back in. I just used my wood splitter. Got it pushed back in enough that I could get the bumper into where I wanted it. So the top bolts on both sides are lined up. Bottom on that side is lined up. This side is not, but I think we can understand why. The frame is just a little beat up. So we'll have 3 bolts in it for now. Eventually I'll get that little piece back in and, you know, kind of get the frame cleaned up. In the meantime, this battery may not be good enough to do what we're trying to do here. I can put this dumb Walmart piece of junk into start mode, which we'll do, and try to light this thing off. Let me get it back in neutral. Maybe, where is, okay, there's neutral. So just the solenoid is lighting off. I don't know, I may have to figure out a different battery. Okay, so what I ended up doing is taking this battery out and then I used my pickup to charge it enough that this dumb Walmart battery charger would recognize that it doesn't need to go into battery reconditioning, which is, anyway, so it's charging now. Got a pretty good fire going there, staying nice and warm here, just for historical reference or whatever, I don't know. It's January 4th today, 2025. We got a big storm supposedly coming into our area with, I don't know, 6 inches to a foot of snow. They don't know. We don't know either, but they're talking about ice and power going out and all this and that, and it's snowmageddon. So we'll probably get a dusting and it'll just be real cold. But got to get my trailer hooked up, get it back in the pasture where it belongs. Got the tractor ready to go. Need to get some more diesel and some more kerosene and whatnot. So I'm gonna work on that, take a little break from the Bronco and get all that chore type stuff done. All right, y'all, a little bit of a spoiler here. Let me get you set up on the old tripod. All right. The spoiler is that I already turned it over a little bit to see if it would do anything, and it did. It cranked. So, whoops, wrong direction. We're gonna do the wrong thing here. See if we can get this thing to fire. Whew, it did fire. Little bit of a gallop in the engine, but that's understandable for sitting as long as it did. See what she does. Wants to. Starter sounds good. Go ahead and put the battery charger into a start mode if we can get it to cooperate. Unfortunately, I have to unplug it because it's a pile of garbage. Need some Jeopardy music. Come on. There we go. All right. All right. I decided to do the right thing since we know it's turning over and firing. Ignore the color of that stuff though. That's all I got. We're just going to kind of spray that thing down a little bit. See if it does anything. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Hopefully we don't have too much dust in there. But we'll see. Just like that. This thing sat for 15 years. Well, let me take that back. Let's see, it sat for about 12 years on the family farm. Didn't run at all during any of that time. And and I thought the engine was locked up, but it wasn't. It was just turning a little hard. All right. Let's see. I forgot to put that charger in start mode. Now it ain't doing nothing. Pile of garbage. Pile of garbage. Excuse me. We'll just unhook it. Well, sorry for blinding y'all there for a moment. Well, here we go again. Didn't do anything. It'll do it. It'll run. She's a runner. Probably too much. Get a little tippy tappy in here. I don't know, we'll see. Well, let me try to apologize for the moon here. Way too much, guaranteed. Oh. Well, we got a big gas leak. Oh, come on. Do it this way. Running out of my magic mixture. This may be all we get until I get a fuel pump. Well, there you have it. Yep, that's just leaking right out. There ain't nothing hooked up back there. My bad. We'll just use up the rest of our juice. Give her one more go. We'll call it. Yes. Well, there you have it. All that work we've done, getting all the wiring put back together. That was probably the biggest thing, is just fixing all the wiring. Getting all the crap cleaned out of here. Looks a lot nicer, even though it doesn't really. The seats, I don't know, I may try to clean them up and actually throw them in here. I got to figure out, I don't remember which fuel tank we were on. I don't have a transfer valve that these came with. It may have been the back tank, honestly, but like I said, I don't remember. I'll have to figure out which one is hooked up. And we need to get the fuel pump situation addressed. I actually need to pull that little block off plate off. I thought I remembered that there may have been a broken off bolt, broken off on the front cover, on the actual engine, whatever. I need to pull that all apart and figure out if we can even get a mechanical pump back in there. Get rid of this electronic pump. Keep working on things. Get it to where it'll actually start and run on its own. Since we supposedly have a big snowstorm coming in, the other day I very dangerously put that tarp up there, hoping that it wouldn't get as much snow in here. I'm not going to be working on this thing tomorrow, probably. I don't know, maybe I will. I might be crazy enough to come out here in a blizzard, but probably not. Alright, well, I think we're going to end the video here today. It's definitely cold, you know, in the 20s, like I said, and my little fire's going out. I got other things I need to do to get ready for the Snowmageddon, but the goal was to get this thing to start, and it did. And next thing is going to be getting a fuel system put together so that we can actually get it running on its own, probably off like a boat tank or something. I'm going to have to figure out the gas tank situation, like I said, but that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one.